It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Bengals and the Bills on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday night affair between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Up in the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and CD, not a ton of explanation needed for this one, really, because people have been eagerly anticipating this game all week. We've got two of the league's best passing teams about to let it fly in what promises to be one of the most exciting games you would think maybe not only this week, but all season. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They start the drive with Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Well, what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between two of the real up-and-comers in the AFC. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
From the 31, Allen. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis has 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the ball first here tonight. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Singletary. And he will get in to make it 8-0. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Mixon last week: 18 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Trent Taylor, 45 yards. And the Bengals have cut the lead back down to 2. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is now a one-point game. The drive summary, 3 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
This defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance. Because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run out the win, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, there might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Drive there, just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. And the Bills getting set to go. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every
Stephon Diggs, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 21st touchdown of the season. We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Burrow on first down. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And Burrow going to throw again. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. McPherson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they're content to take the 3. So the conservative call opting not to go for 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Has some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Enough to keep the drive moving. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie from 30 yards out. And the Bills go up on 2 touchdowns. On that slant,
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a two-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stefan Diggs. Touchdown number 70. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead.
That story they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a start late. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow will throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Here we go.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 11 yards for number 11. McPherson's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit.
and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Desmond Ridder, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Elijah Moore, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back.
Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
A good call there by Sean McDermott to throw the flag. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, the second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to capitalize on the first fumble by turning it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize on the short field, and that might prove to be the score. It turns out the Lions.
Party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now for the point after. And he missed it. Not only was it wide right, didn't even look to have the distance either. Wow. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
11 MT.
On second down, Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
11 MT. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Here we go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question. They need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him
bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And some room to run now. 36 yards on the play. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. That was stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt. They'll throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He's got some room to operate. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Singletary is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it force.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. But we said it at halftime in half to erase that depth.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
12, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here we go.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, Loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Singletary trying the left side. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On the draw, it's Evans. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Here we go. The 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and out of whirl. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. There's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And now after the big punt return that got him down here, they'll try to make it pay off. 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, open good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they take a knee. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Buffalo, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.